Mike Evans, your former teammate, you win a Super Bowl with him. He's a sure-bound Hall of Famer. And he, by all accounts, could have stayed in Tampa.
Yes.
And he bounced to the Niners.
Yes.
What did you make of that? We're just going to get loaded here.
Yeah, you know, I give better answers. I'm a better analyst when I'm a little tipsy, so
Gordy's
I'm allowed to be tipsy.
What is happening?
But Mike Evans, I mean, I would say not the same situation as myself, you know, but a similar situation. You know, when I went down to Tampa Bay, but I could have stayed with New England, obviously. But Mike Evans could have, you know, stayed with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and he went to San Francisco to the 49ers. I feel like he kind of wanted a new challenge in life, you know. He played 11 seasons. What was it, 11 or 12?
I don't know, but why don't you win a Super Bowl?
With the Tampa Bay
I don't understand.
Buccaneers.
I don't understand the move from his side. If the money was the same,
I think new challenge. It doesn't matter about comfort.
But why win?
Being comfort doesn't make you grow. When you're comfortable, you want to get outside of the box. You want to be uncomfortable, okay?
Yeah, if he had three Super Bowl rings, then I think you can be uncomfortable and make a move like you did. He has one, and he's on a team that is, we're right there. We want to win the division. We want to get there with a great quarterback. Like, I will ask you this. Is he in a better situation to win a Super Bowl in the NFC West with Brock Purdy as his quarterback than he is in the NFC South with Baker Mayfield and that comfort?
Well, he has a great, you know, scenario in Tampa. I mean, everyone's thankful for what he has done. I'm sure he is just as thankful as anyone else, you know, for everything that has, you know, that was on his plate in Tampa Bay and what he has done for the city and what the city has done for him. But I truly believe that he's on a better team with the San Francisco 49ers. If you watch the Buccaneers last year, how are they going to improve? You know, they were up and down. They were very inconsistent. Yes, it also hurt that Mike Evans, you know, was injured throughout the year as well. But I think he wanted a new, you know, opportunity. He wanted a new, you know, I would say like feel of the NFL. You know, of being in a different organization and what it's like. It's nothing against Tampa Bay.
Nothing. It doesn't say anything about Baker Mayfield.
No, it doesn't say anything about Baker Mayfield. Not at all. Or Todd, nothing. It's him just wanting a new opportunity to shine, you know, and showcase his skills and go to San Fran. He's got Kyle Shanahan now, Brock Purdy. They got, you know, Christian McCaffrey, George Kittle. They're going to have a solid team, and
I wish he
they
was
probably sold him on
6 years
that.
ago.
They definitely sold him on that
6 years ago.
Yeah, and they look what they did this year with the 49ers, how hurt they were. And now they're adding Mike Evans to the mix as well. And if that team can stay healthy this year, they're gonna be up there. They're gonna compete.
You think they have he has a better chance to win a Super Bowl than in Tampa?
No, I don't. I
what
think
are we
he has a better chance in San Fran. I mean, look at San Fran, what they did this year.
Yeah, let's just cheers to him. So it's 3 years, $60.4 million. For Mike Evans. What do you want to say to Mike Evans there while you're drinking your Sawgrass?
Mike Evans is one of the greatest teammates that I've ever had. And what I love about Mike Evans as well is that he's never looking for the credit. And what he does in the community, you know, there's never cameras around. You know, he does things for people.
He's the GOAT.
He does things for people in the community. You know, he's not just, you know, has a great foundation, but I see him in person do great things for people in the city that he was playing in, and that was Tampa Bay. And he's just a great human being overall. And I love Mike Evans. I wish him nothing but the best.
Not a better chance to win a Super Bowl, but want something new, a little change. It's 49ers, by the way, on FanDuel Sportsbook. Look at his hat. Go there, download the app, put in a bet. 49ers third. They're still third after the move in the NFC West. Ugh. At plus 340, I guess that's fair. It's a good value, though. They're plus 1,000 to win the NFC behind the Lions, which I don't know. I don't know if I like that. Behind the Lions. Would you go Niners over Lions this year, as it stands?
Yeah, I mean, the Lions, they got to switch up what they're doing. I mean, I love his aggressiveness, but that going for it on fourth down every single time, the NFL caught up to it. It's kind of like the tush push. Everyone's complaining about it, and then the rule, it didn't get banned, you know, and they try to get it banned. But then people were catching up to it this year, and I'm sure next year they're going to catch up to it more, and then they're not going to use it as much.
Is this your friend right here?
Yeah, so the Detroit Lions.
Is this your friend right here?
Yeah, there he is, Tommy Fleetwood. We were just hanging out. Guy's the man. Great style.
You got to get him over here. You got to get him over here.
He actually loves my socks. He told me.
I don't know about that. Let's see if he'll wear them.
Loves my socks.
Let's see if he'll wear them in competition.
He's a good-looking guy with that hair.
Here's Tommy. Did you have fun with Gronk, Tommy?
Yeah.
Great time. Oh, he
was okay. I'll take that, man. I appreciate that.
I want to take a look at some of the
of
moves that were made already in free agency. Obviously, Mike Evans, a big one. I'm looking at Malik Willis.
Yeah.
That's kind of interesting. Can we see the moves? I think we have.
Yeah.
Okay, so here they are. Where does what signing or trade really popped out to Gronk?
Yeah, I mean, obviously Mike Evans, that was a surprise, but we understand you wants a new opportunity. We already talked about that. I would say the one that pops out the most, Malik Willis, but we knew that he was going to get paid somewhere, but I think it's a very fair deal. And then on top of that as well, with these backup quarterbacks, you never know when you're going to get your chance. So always be prepared like you're going to be the starting quarterback going into that game, because if you get your chance, and if you get just a chance of just one half or one game or two games, you can make $60 million as well. So just be ready and be prepared for that opportunity.
What did Alec Pierce end up getting broken off? What are your thoughts on this? Patriots were after him hard. It didn't happen. Should they have gotten Alec Pierce? 4 years, 116, Gronk.
Yeah, I mean...
I'm sorry, 4 years, 116 for Alec Pierce.
What is that, like 20, not 30, that's about $29 million a year? I mean, that's kind of where the wide receiver market is now. All you got to do is just hit the free agent market. If you hit free agent market and you're in your prime, you're going to get paid no matter what. And actually, I don't know too much about Alec Pierce. I didn't really watch the Indianapolis Colts this year.
He can buy a lot of Sawgrass
the first couple
splashes.
games I did, and then all of a sudden they just fell off the charts. So
he came on my show. He played it perfectly. Said, like, I don't know, I'm going to test the market. I think I've earned my right.
Yeah.
And then Chris Ballard was like, whoa, and gave him that money. So Alec Pierce...
Well, I can tell you this: he would have definitely got paid more going to another team, I'm sure. So he probably tested the market. He probably wanted to stay in Indianapolis, but he brought up the price from Indy, and then he was satisfied with that price, even though he could have got more in free agency, and then he signed with Indy, and that just shows loyalty right there as well.
I think that you and I made history today, because I think on hole 17 here at TPC Sawgrass, the salary cap of the Patriots and Elliott Wolf and A.J. Brown has never been discussed on that tee. I think there we go. You and me, they've got like $40 freaking million to deal with. I want to say they're contenders next year. Nobody wants to believe that. Should they get A.J. Brown?
Yeah, if they want to be contenders, they got to get a true #1 wide receiver now. I mean, they let go of Stephon Diggs. He had a solid year. And they got to get A.J. Brown. I mean, they just missed out on Alec Pierce. They missed out on Mike Evans. I'm not really sure who else is out there currently. But I feel like all the wide receivers are off the market besides A.J. Brown in the trade. They got to go get him. A.J. Brown, I feel like, wants to be a Patriot. He's been a Patriot fan.
Why should they go get him now? Like, it's cute. He likes Rabel. They need a wide receiver one. Why A.J. Brown?
Well, because he's probably one of the only wide receivers that are available currently right now. I haven't really seen the market of who's still left in free agency, but A.J. Brown's a big guy as well. He kind of fits in that offense, and what I like about him, Mike Vrabel wants toughness. He wants to run the ball, and A.J. Brown also blocks, and he's a great blocker in the run game as well and willing to do it, so that's why he's a great fit.
I want to know. I don't know what the Patriots' odds are right now, but would you put? What does it do to them if you're dabbling on FanDuel Sportsbook, putting in your bet for hole 17 so you can get a share of that profit boost token? While you're there, flip it over to the divisions. Like, what does it mean for the Patriots if they get A.J. Brown?
If they get A.J. Brown, it means that their offense is going to be high potency offense.
But like in the division, are you willing to say they're favorites? I don't even know if they're favorites. I'm sure they are.
I would say they're no doubt going to be better than Miami. There's no question they're going to be better than the Jets. I'm going to say it's going to be between Buffalo and the New England Patriots once again. And I would say, yes, they should be favored. They got to get him, though. They got to show that they got some star power on the offensive side of the ball at the wide receiver position. If they get A.J. Brown, they should be favored to win that division. If they don't get a true #1, well, then I think the Bills are a little bit ahead of them.
The Patriots have been too quiet.
They need to make some moves.
Agency.
They need to make some moves.
Please talk about that. Talk to Elliott with 1L.
Yes. They need to make some. Well, I can tell you this: they hit free agency market last year, and it was an A+. All the guys they brought in contributed this year. So
drafted Will. Hopefully that works out.
So like they're still on the right track because of just last year's signings, but they still got more money to go. They got to go out and they got to make a splash, and I'm sure they're going to. We will see what happens.
Okay, AFC East: Bills -125, Pats +135, fifth in the AFC. Do you think that's fair? Are the Chargers ahead of them? I don't know. I don't have my earpiece.
Put it this way. I don't think pre standings even matter at all. I mean, the Patriots were predicted to what? finished probably 3rd or 4th in the division.
But their
that year.
schedule was so easy.
Yeah, and then they came out and went to the Super Bowl. So I mean, it's not about what you do in the offseason. It is in ways, but it's not about the predictions. It's about what you do, with the guys that you sign and how you come together as a team.
You know who's very golfy is Travis Kelce.
Yes.
And I feel like he could play a lot more golf if he didn't have to go live in a 5x8 dorm room, probably without air conditioning, for like 3 weeks or whatever it is at St. Joe's in a couple of months. I love Travis, just like you love Travis. I don't really understand the decision. So he's 14 years in, right? Isn't it 14 years? Yeah, he's coming back for his 14th season. It's a 1-year, $12 million contract. All of the sports media glazers are saying that he could have made 15 in a booth doing whatever he might do, which is probably true, and credit to them for knowing those numbers. Help me out with the decision to come back and do the whole season.
I mean, I could only think of 2 words and 1 name, Kay, and that's Patrick Mahomes.
Hey.
I mean, whenever Patrick Mahomes is at the helm of the quarterback position, he's in his prime still. He's going to give you a chance, at a Super Bowl. And I would say he's chasing a ring, because if he did hit the free agent market as well, and he actually, signed with another team, I'm sure it was going to be another team that was in contention to win a Super Bowl.
Go
if that
else.
ever happened, though, if he did, it's definitely him. He's chasing another Super Bowl. He wants a ring. He must love the game of football as well, because you don't come back for your 14th year.
Yeah.
I mean, his longevity is absolutely incredible, and this guy has it as well. Still, he's going to.
Can you talk about that a little bit? You've said this to me a million times. Maybe for those people who think that they can do this without him, because I would be. I agree with you, but I also think he could do whatever he wants. He can do whatever he wants. Okay, he's afforded that. He's earned that. Like, Patrick, call me in January. You guys get to the playoffs, call me, and I'll be back. Like, that could easily have been a function that you hung it up for a year and came back. Like, I guess, why is he so important to this offense right now?
Yeah, because of his leadership, of his knowledge of the game of football. I mean, he doesn't have the star power of playing out in the football that he used to have. Just like any other player as they age, it's about having it still, but also being so smart with the game of football. You know where to be, and you know how to use that ability, of knowing the game of football so well, better than your opponent, and you know what places to be in and how to find the hole, and that's what he has. And on top of that, his work ethic out there. The people the new guys that come in, they look at him and they see what he's doing. He's the standard. Him, Patrick Mahomes, Chris Jones, all those guys, in Kansas City that have been there for a while. So Travis Kelce, it is like, I just want to talk about that longevity too. I feel like he just has that it factor. Like, he can just show up at any time and he can perform. If it's golfing, if it's in the WWE ring, if it's on stage performing, with his soon-to-be wife. Like, it doesn't matter. This guy has that it factor that whenever the lights shine on, he can perform, and play at the highest level.
Are you going to the wedding?
Yeah. I mean,
I just want to make a compilation of everyone being like, everyone doing that. I love that. And so it shows how much reverence you have for your fellow future Hall of Fame tight end in Travis Kelce.